Hey guys, it's Mio. I know I haven't posted anything in a while, but today I'm going to show you how to create this really cute resin box, and as you can see, it's themed with Gudetama and Sakura flowers. I really like how this box turned out, so I hope you guys enjoy it too. Most of the materials I used here I actually used from the Elves Box, and I'll provide a link below so that you can subscribe to this crafting subscription box if you'd like. This resin box is actually incredibly easy to create, however it does require a lot of materials, but I really hope you enjoyed this project anyways. For more videos like these, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you haven't already, and do check out my other social media websites such as Instagram and Twitter for more. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start off by making the little Sakura flowers. This is the mold that came in one of my subscription boxes and actually came with some resin and some pigment dye as well. If you don't have pigment dye, pink paint, acrylic paint will work just fine. And all I'm doing is coloring in the UV resin into the color that I like, and I made sure that I made variations of different shades of pink. So once you're happy with the color pink you have, fill in the mold, and I'm using a UV resin here, so obviously I have to cook it under the UV lamp. And go ahead and pop out your little Sakura flowers. I made several different colors and several different sizes. Then I'm going to make the actual resin box, and here I'm going to make mine white, but I'm using a non-UV resin. I'm using regular resin where you have to mix the resins together and let them sit until it's completely hard. So I'm going to follow the instructions on how to mix the A and B together and let the catalyst work, and before it sits I'm going to shade it in the color I want. So I want my box to be white, so I'm putting in white acrylic paint to make this into a white resin. Once you're happy with the color, go ahead and pour the resin into your mold. I let this sit in my mold for about 2 days before I went ahead and popped it out, and this is what the box looks like. It's a pretty good sized trinket box, and it feels like a piece of plastic. So to decorate it, I'm just using regular acrylic paint, and I'm actually free painting or free hand paint the Gudetama character on my box. So I'm just taking some time to shape out Gudetama the way I want it to look, and I let the first layer dry before I add a second layer. I actually put a total of 3 layers of paint to make sure that it's really nice and opaque and you don't kind of see the box underneath. Once you're happy with how the Gudetama looks, I went ahead and took a smaller paintbrush and outlined everything that I want you to see on the Gudetama character, which is the eyes, the mouth, all of the outlines of him, and made sure I spent a lot of time to make sure this looks really nice and clean. I will say the trick to having a really good Gudetama is making sure you have a really small paintbrush so that you can make really small, fine lines. So this is what my Gudetama looks like after I'm done painting in everything. I'm going to let it dry, and now I'm going to go ahead and decorate it with all the Sakura flowers I made earlier. So I'm just going to position them on the box where I think it would look the best, and if you're happy with where it looks, then you can use some resin, put some on there, and UV resin it onto the box. So this is what my box looks like so far. I thought it looked kind of plain, so I made some leaves with just some green polymer clay, baked them in the oven, and once they are hard enough, I went ahead and UV resin these onto the box as well. To make my box sparkle a little bit, I decided to add gems into the center of my Sakura flowers. I just took a little bit of UV resin, took a little small sparkling rhinestone, and UV resin these onto my box so that they won't fall off. So it's actually pretty easy to decorate these boxes, and I really like how it turned out. I just felt like it looked a little too plain, so I decided to take some pink acrylic paint and outline the rim of my box so that you can really see the heart really well. So this is the final step I did to decorate the box. I lined the top and the bottom, and just to make sure that my Gudetama had a little more color, I took a little bit of pink blush and tapped it onto Gudetama's cheeks. So that, guys, is pretty much how I made this really cute Sakura flower Gudetama trinket box. I think it turned out really well, and I actually really like it. I think it makes a wonderful gift for a friend, or it's a really nice trinket box where you can put your small jewelries or small pieces of craft items. So if you really like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't been a subscriber yet. And do check out my other social media websites, in particular Instagram. I post a lot more often, and sometimes Twitter, so you can get previews of crafts that I'm creating. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys soon. Bye!